Gears grind in the moonlight, pipes hum a lullaby. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's cold sky. Wheels of fate spin too fast, steam leaks from the cracks. I ride the smoke forged in the sparks of the back. Old brass goggles on my face, a map in my hand. Each cog a memory, each valve a command. They built the clockwork world to serve the elites, but I'm the steam valve that breaks the night. Two cards of betrayal, pistons of lies. Every valve creaks with a secret disguise. I forged my own engine from scrap and regret. Now the city breathes and I'm the engine's heartbeat. Steam whistle rises as the world shakes in tune. From the foundry floor to the top of the moon. They built the gears, but I turned them to fire. With a piston scream and a thunderous choir. No clockwork can hold me, no brass wall can bind. I'm the precious away, the unbroken mind. From the furnace heart to the spire's peak, I am the steam, I am the way. Bridge spoken over, ticking gears. Did you hear the hiss? That was the world's sign. And I was the first to answer. With a valve open, a spark, a song, and the city began to burn. Final chords were full band, brass cymbals, steam hiss. Steam whistle rises as the world shakes in tune. From the foundry floor to the top of the moon. They built the gears, but I turned them to fire. With a piston scream and a thunderous choir. No clockwork can hold me, no brass wall can bind. I'm the precious away, the unbroken mind. From the furnace heart to the spire's peak, I am the steam, I am the way. And the pipes still sing of a boy who once dreamt to fly, and now he drives the engine. And the world is his boiler. Fade out with distant chime and a slow rhythmic steam hiss. A steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Gears grind in the silence, pipes on a lullaby. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's skin. I forged my soul in boiler rooms and soot-stained halls. With a wrench in one hand and a dream in my calls. The clockwork men bow to the brass and gilded light. They preach order, but the world runs on fire and sky. I once sat in the shadows, oil-stained and cold. Now I steam through the fog with thunderous hope. Every creak is a heartbeat, every valve a valve. I bleed steam, and when the world goes high and slow, the wind howls through the spire's chimneys weep. But I ride the piston pulse, I am the engine's leap. Hook. Born in the steam, I rise with the whistle's cry. Through the smoke and soot, I forged the sky. They built their machines to serve the elite. I turned the wheels on heart of the engine, light of the night. Verse 2. I met a girl with brass hair and a clockwork heart. She danced on the rails with a fuse in her art. We stole time from the gears and rewrote the code. Now the trains run on hope and steam is go. We built a caboose where the lost ones slept. With maps drawn in ink and a compass made of steel. No need for stars, we have our own constellations. Made of cards, fire love that won't stall. Bridge spoken over, fading steam sounds. Oh, world run rules on, but I've learned to break them. Like a valve that bursts or a piston that screams. I don't need a crown, I wear the sting, and every pipe sings my name when the night is deep, deep. Final hookers louder with pipe organ swell. Born in the steam, I rise with the whistle's cry. Through the smoke and soot, I forge the sky. They built their machines to serve the elite. I turn the wheels on hard of the engine light of the night. And when the city sleeps and the gears go still, I'll hum a song of fire and the world will still feel the will. Fade out with distance, here's a clanking final chime of steam clock. Steam whistle dreams. Steam can't get them 3 minutes. Gears grind in the twilight, pipes hum a lullaby. Copper veins pulse beneath the city sky. Cold dust on my boots, a compass in my hand. Ride the pulse of the age, where the clockwork stands. The clock tower ticks like a heartbeat, slow and proud. Every creak a whisper of a forgotten cloud. They built the rails with iron, forging fire and pride. But I'm the roll valve, breaking the tide. The fog rolls in like a siren, sharp and bright. I wear a coat of brass, my thoughts are full of light. I forge my own engine from scrap and smoke. Now the steam escapes in a symphony of smoke. Good chorus. I was born in the boiler room where the pistons scream. A rebel with a piston, a dream made of steam. They locked me in the vaults with a rustic key. Now I blast through the pipes and the world bends to me. I ride the thunder of gears through the midnight parade, with a whistle that sings and a heart made of flame. I'm not your jot's a cog and machine, I'm the spark that ignites the flame. The wind howls through the tunnels, a steam haunted song. I've seen the engines fail, but I never let go. I'll climb the smokestacks with a lantern in hand, and the future it's forged in a furnace of sand. Bridge spoken, oaken over distant whistles. They said the rails would never bend, but I've turned a valve to the left, and now the city runs on dreams, and I'm the ghost in the steam. Final course, full band, steam whistles rising. Born into the boiler room with a piston scream. A rebel with a piston, a dream made of steam. They locked me in the vaults with a rusted key. Now I blast through the pipes and the world bends to me. I ride the thunder of gears through the midnight parade, with a whistle that sings and a heart made of flame. I'm not your jot's a cog and machine, I'm the spark that ignites the flame. And when the steam clears and the city stills, be the echo in the pipes, the pulse beneath the hills. So keep your valves tight, keep your clocks in line. I'm the steam that breaks through, and few futures mine. Fade out with the sound of a voice and then a sighing and a triumphant soul. Steam pipes and gilded dreams, a steampunk got them 3 minutes. Clocks turn in the midnight, pipes hum with old songs. Iron hands grip the sky and the clockwork world is wrong. Wheels of fate grind like gears in a rusted machine. I was forged in the boiler room where the steam burns so fine. The city breezing with a pulse, a thunder in the rails. Every whistle is a promise, is every valve a call. They built the empire on smoke and steel, but I'm the spark that ignites the wheel. Chorus. I'm a steam power rebel born in the smoke and flame, with a piston heart and a crown of rail and game. They tried to throttle my rise with iron chains and locks, but I've reprogrammed the gears. Know the whole city sings my hooks. Brass goggles, leather gloves, A compass made of fire. I ride the midnight train through the heart of the sky. Steam hisses in my veins and the valves in my chest. I'm not just a worker, I'm the pulse of the West, too. The clock tower weeps with a ticking that won't cease. Every second a battle, every beat a plea. I've seen the Duke in a frock coat hold a broken wheel, and I whispered, rebuild this, let the gears feel real. Now the trains run on hope and the tunnels bloom with light. The old men sing of a dream where steam flows in sight. I fuse my soul to the engine, fuse my to the line. No more silence, no more fear. I am the pulse of the sign, stronger. I'm a steam power rebel born in the smoke and flame, with a piston heart and a crown of rail and game. They tried to throttle my rise with iron chains and locks, but I reprogrammed the gears. Know the whole city sings my hooks out. Broken over, fading steam sounds. The border's still hot, the wheels still turn. I wasn't born to serve, I was born to run. And when the world stops turning, I'll be the steam that wakes it again. Steam hisses, a final whistle blows. The song fades to the rhythm of a disc engine. Steam pipes, steel hearts, a steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Gears grinding the fall, pipes and whistle goes. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's bones. Coal dust on my boots, so whistle in my chest. I ride them of the clock, never lost, never blessed. Every creak is a cry, every valve a vow. I forged my soul in the room below. They built their castles on steam and pride. I built a crown, broken gears and pride. The clock tower screams with a brass lace voice. Whispers of kings who once wore silken choice. Now I wear lead and copper, my cope stitched with flame. My name scrawled in on the iron frame. Hook, chorus. Born in the steam, I breathe through the pipes, rising from rust where the iron lies. No crown was mine, just a valve and a spark. Now I spin the world on a piston's arc. The city groans, the engines grow loud. I command the flow with a whistle and a proud word. They built their empire on oil and gold. I built it on sweat, on fire, on coal. First two, I ride a steam wagon forged in the night. Wheels like dragons with smoke and light. My hands are callous, my mind is a fuse. I light the fuse and the worms to a blaze. I seen the clerk collapse in the rain. Watch valves fail and the gears go insane. But I stand where the pistons once failed, and now I hum a tune the machines can't fail. Bridge spoken over ticking steam. You don't need a king, just a heart that beats with steam. The world runs on pressure, so I let it scream. And when the pipes burst, I'll be the flame. Final chorus, full band, brass and whistles. Born in the steam, I breathe through the pipes, rising from rust where the iron lies. No crown was mine, just a valve and a spark. Now I spin the world on a piston's arc. The city groans, the engines grow loud. I command the flow with a whistle and a proud word. They built their empire on oil and gold. I built it on sweat, on fire, on coal. And when night falls and the fumes rise high, I'll stand, I'll steam in my eyes, steel in my side. A rebel with a whistle, a dream in a system. I am the pulse of the machine, I'm broken, shaken. For long echo whistle fades into the distance. Steam pipes, pipes, and silver whistles. Steampunk punk anthem, 3 minutes. Cold iron veins, cards in the night. Pipes and whip secrets, and gears turn in flight. Copper hearts beat beneath cold skies. Every whistle I blow starts rebellion in the skies. They set the clockwork, never rise. That steam and steel were just for the past and the wise. But I forge my will in a boiler's breath, with a piston in my chest and a dream that won't death. Every valve is a vow, every pipe a promise. I ride the rails of fate on a locomotive's whisk. From the foundry's flame to the spire's peak, I climb with smoking song, no fear, no weak hook chorus. We're born in the steam, we rise with the whistle through soot and thunder. We claim the sky's control, no clock can hold time, no master can seal the gate. We power the future with a spark and a slate. Steam sings in my veins, the city breathes with me. I'm a cog with a crown and a heart made of steel. We burn through the fog, we forge through the night, with cards in our souls and a fire won't fight. I met a clockwork angel in a brasslet hall. She danced on the rails with a fuse in her call. She said the gears are rotting, the engine's in pain. I answered, then let's rebuild the one, a steam-laced chain. We welded the sky with a valve and a rhyme, turned the clockwork dreams into something that's time. We forged new engines in the heart of the storm. Now the city runs on a pulse of the thorn. Hook chords. We're born in the steam, we rise with the whistle through soot and thunder. We claim the sky's control, no clock can hold time, no master can seal the gate. We power the future with a spark and a slate. Steam sings in my veins, the city breathes with me. I'm a cog with a crown and a heart made of steel. We burn through the fog, we forge through the night, with cogs in our souls and a fire won't fight. Outro fading with mechanical code. Piston, gears turn, we rise with steam and song, and the world is ours again. Final long steam whistle fades into silence. Steam whistle dawn, a steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Copper pipes hum beneath the city skin. Gears grind in the dark like a heartbeat within. Wheels of old iron forged in the forge of fire. Every creak a verse, every whistle a choir. They built the rails to carry coal and greed, but I ride on steam with the heart of Lee. Goggles smudged with soot, a map stitched in smoke. I've seen the clockwork gods, they don't know my name or my joke. The fog rolls in like a velvet cloak, hiding secrets behind a brass and oak. I've traded silver for steam and sighs for song. Now my engine pulse is a pulse of strong. Of course, I'm forged in the boiler, born of the blast. A piston in motion, breaking the past. Cards turn into rebellion, steam leaks in rage. I'm the ghost of the machine, I don't take the cage. From the foundry to the spire, I rise on whistle's call. I don oracle, I am steam, I am all. The clockwork kings spin their gears worn and thin. I flood the valves, defiance, I make the world spin. With a crowbar and a compass, I rewrite the code. No patent, no law on the engine of the road. Bridge spoken over, fading steam sounds. You thought the world was set in gears and fake, but the steam knows rebellion. And every pressure valve sings a name. My name, it's not written, It's pressed into the metal, and it burns when the pipes go dry. Final chorus louder with brass and whistles. I'm forged in the boiler, born of the blast. A piston in motion, breaking the past. Cards turning in rebellion, steam leaks in rage. I'm the ghost of the machine, I don't take the cage. From the foundry to the spire, I rise on whistle's call. I don't oracle, I am steam, I am all. And when the city dies and the engines fall, I'll still be the pulse beneath the wall. A whisper of smoke, a flicker of light. I am the steam that won't die. Fade out with distant boiler with a ticking clock. A tick, a single steam valve opening. Steam whistle rises, iron dreams sing. A steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Gears grind in the fog, pipes hum with old lore. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's core. Clockwork hearts beating, rusted ticking veins. I was forged in the foundry where smoke and fire reigns. The clocker bleeds steam, the sky's on fire. Every creak a warning, every whistle a choir. I ride the piston train through midnight sprawl with a brass mask. Scan a fuse in my call. They built their empire on coal and deceit, with cards that turn but never see the beat. I wear a cowl of gears and a coat of flame. A rebel with pistons, a phantom in the name. Hook course, steam whistles rise, I'm born of the blast. From the boiler room to the top of the mast. They tried to cage me in a wrought iron cage, but I bleed iron and I write my page. With a valve in my hand and a whistle in my throat, I turn the world upside down on piston time. I'm not to blow the note, the chimneys cough secrets, the rails hum a prayer. I ride the thunder of the engine's flare. From the cold down valley to the spire of steel, I'm the ghost in the gears, the soul in the wheel. Every creak is a verse, every spark a line. I forge my fate with a wrench and a rhyme. They tried to stop me with locks and rust, but I'm powered by passion and I won't be dust. Bricks spoken over mechanical hum. Tick the clock has no mercy. The gears remember every name we lost. And I'm the spark that starts the next revolt. Final chorus fasting with missing brass fanfare. Steam whistles rise, I'm born of the blast. From the boiler room to the top of the mast. They tried to cage me in a wrought iron cage, but I bleed iron and I write my page. With a valve in my hand and a whistle in my throat, I turn the world upside down on piston time. I'm not to blow the note. The city collapses and the pipes run dry. I'll still be here, a ghost of fire, a pulse in the sky. Steam whistles rise, I'm still turning, still turning, still turning. Fade out with distant boiler groan and a single echoing chime.
Pipes still smoke, a steampunk in 3 minutes. Gears grind in the midnight, valves hum with a sigh. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's high. Coal fires burn the heart of the old clock tower. I ride a piston hard, forging iron and sorrow. Cards turn slow, but my spirit runs fast. Every whistle blow is a promise of past. They built the rails to carry the wealthy and bold, but I'm the steam that leaks and seen uncontrolled. The clockwork men bow to the Iron King. I wear a leather coat stitched with brass and wing. My boots are scuffed, my goggles gleam. I chase the future view through the rusted dream. Hook chords, We're born in the boiler room, forged in the soot and flame, rising from the steam where the forgotten claim. They built the empire on smoke and deceit. I'm the whistle that screams, I'll never retreat. Steam pipes sing my name, every valve sings a verse. I'm the spark in the machine, the rebel, the curse. The fog rolls in with a piston's breath. I ride the rails with a crown of metal death. No compass points true, no map shows the way. I follow the pulse of the engine's dismay. The clockwork guards stand in silent rows. Their gears chip, their hearts frozen in snow. But I'm the valve that opens the storm. I'm the flame that ignites the dark one. Bridge spoken over ticking gears. The world runs on rules, but I run on fire. The steam don't obey, the iron don't lie. I was born in the steam, I breathe in the soot. And when the last engine, I'll be the root. Final chorus full band, steam whistles rising. Born in the boiler room, forged in the soot and flame, rising from the steam where the forgotten claim. They built the empire on smoke and deceit. I'm the whistle that screams, I'll never retreat. Steam pipes sing my name, every valve sings a verse. I'm the spark in the machine, the rebel, the curse. When the city collapses in a final sigh, I'll be the last valve is still turning, still high. Fades out with a distant echoing whistle and a single grinding gear. A stop, stop, whistle and thump. A steam pump song, gear turning copper pipes, singing clockwork dreams in the fog. Red pipes pulse beneath the cobblestone. Clockwork hearts beat in the hollow of the town. Gears grind with the rhythm of old wars. Every creak or whisper of what we've lost and won. Iron hands grip the rail, no time for grace. We ride the pulse, the engines embrace. The city breathes in steam of fevered red sight, while cogs turn and silent secrets lie. Verse 2. I once worked the boiler room where fireflies danced in ore. Went blind from the smoke but saw the future in the core. They call me a glitch in the system, a road spark in the core. Now I run the pulse, the city, I'm the steam that's never sore. The fog rolls like a hymn, the sky's a brass dome. Clockwork saints walk the rails with faces carved from stone. I wear a coat stitched from copper boots, forged in thunder. And every step I take, it's a rebellion in thunder. Hook chorus. We were forged in this, born in the steam. From the cogs to the sky, we rise in a dream. The valves won't hold us, the pistons won't break. We burn through the silence, we are the engine's wake. Steam whistles scream in midnight air. We're not just machines, we're the pulse, the fire, the prayer. The city hums a heartbeat of iron, and I ride the rails, I am the engine's vision. Bridge spoken over a slow rhythmic steam hiss. You can't stop the flow, the gears never sleep. They remember every drop of void, every broken leak. And when the main valve bursts, we'll rise from the smoke. Not as ghosts but steam, bold and alive. Final chorus, full brass clanging, cause a distance whistle. We were forged in this, born in the steam. From the cogs to the sky, we rise in a dream. The valves won't hold us, the pistons won't break. We burn through the silence, we are the engine's wake. And when the world to rust turns, the clocks fall to dust, I'll still be the whistle, the spark, the last true trust. Steam whistles scream and the city starts to dream. We are not machines, we are heart of the steam. Fade out with the sound of a boiler roller roaring and a car beating slowly, steadily.
Steam pipes and silver sirens. A steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Beneath the soot-streaked sky, where brass gears hum and smoke swirls, I ride a piston harch, forging the whirl of the world. Copper veins pulse with power, each breath a valve sigh. I'm a ghost in the engine, a flame in the sky. The clockwork city breathes with a rhythm of gears and pride. Each creak a memory, each whistle a cry. They built me on coal and pride, but I learned to run on fire. Now I steer the steam train through the midnight wire. I once served the clockwork lord with a youth-ornate form of rust, but I saw the gears twist and the truth in the trust. I broke the valve, rewrote the code, turned the steam to song. Now my whistle echoes through the fog and the wrong. Hookers, steam pipes and silver sirens, they call me by name. Born in the smoke, I ride through the flame. Gears grind and the cogs turn, I've seen the system break. I don't follow the rules, I rebuild the wake. From the boiler room to the top of the spire, I'm the pulse in the pipes, the fire in the wire. Steam pipes and silver sirens, I am the spark. Oh, the pistons scream when the old world dreams, and the valves grow weak when the truth is unseen. I've seen the great iron hands reach for the sky, but I turn them to steam, no, they rise and fly. Final chords were laced with steam whistles on a rising beat. Steam pipes and silver sire, I don't need a crown. I'm the spark that ignites the iron town. I built my own clock, set the rhythm to rise. Now every whistle sings, I am the skies. Steam pipes and silver sirens, I'm the spark. I am the pulse of fire and dark. Fade out, fade out. Steam whistle symphony, a steampunk anthem. Gears grind in the moonlight, pipes wise hum a hymn. Copper veins pulse beneath the city's skin. Iron lungs breathe in cold-flecked air. Every breath a spark, every step a prayer. Clockwork dreams run wild in the hollows below. Pistons beat hearts in a forgotten show. We forged our fate in the belly of the forge, with ore-stained hands and a will to ignore. The rails hum secrets, the fog holds its breath, while steam bursts from valves in a thunderous death. I wore a coat of brass, boots of few steel, and danced through the smoke where the lost never feel. The chorus, born in the clatter, I ride the steam train. Through the cogs of fate, I claim the gain. Cogs spin too fast, the wheels turn too slow. I steamroll the silence, I'm the fire in the glow. No crown, no chain, just a whistle and a spark. I'm the pulse beneath the city's dark, with a valve in my chest and a piston in my soul. I power the future, one steam-driven goal. The clockwork kings bow to the steam-born flame. I don't just survive, I revive the game. From the foundry to the spire, I rise with a roar. A phoenix of pipes, I burn the old door. Bridge whispered with steam hanging hiss. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the time is now. The boiler's alive and I'm its bow. No more gears of lies, no more broken trusts. I'm the engine change, I am the just. Final chorus fools, triumphant. Born in the clatter, I ride the steam train. Through the carts of fate, I claim the game. Cars spin too fast, the wheels turn too slow. I steamroll the silence, I'm the fire in the glow. So when the pipes burst and the city screams, I'll be there with a whistle and a dream. A steamlit soul forging fire and smoke. I don't just survive, I pump the clock. Steam whistles blow, the city breathes, and I am the pulse, the heartbeat of the engines. A steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Ground in the dawn, coal smoke in the air. Clockwork dreams pulse beneath the city's bare. Carts turn with rebellion, valves hum with pride. I was forged in the foundry where the fire never died. The whistle blows at midnight, a signal for war. Pikes burst with thunder and the sky turns to spark. Old brass boots on the march with the dawn. Every creak of the engine, a heartbeat in the lawn. Steam whistles through the tunnels where forgotten souls hide. I met a girl, the compass and a heart made of ties. She said the engine runs on not just oil or flame. So I built a locomotive from broken names. We ride on the rails, the past where goats wear steel hats. And every turn reveals the secret in the tracks. The clockwork gods are gone, the gears are now ours. We don't obey the schedule, rewrite the hours. Hook core. Born in the steam, I breathe with the whistle's call. Pioneer in the future where the rails run tall. The brass gates won't buy me, the gears turn with rage. I steam through the shadows, I break the cage. The valves scream my name, the boiler sings my vow. I'm not a machine, I'm the fire that grew in the cloud. From the foundry to the spire, I rise on a piston's breath. I am the pulse beneath the city, unstoppable, unblessed. Bridge spoken over a fading steam hiss. No more coal for silence, no more clocks that lie. We shall turn the world into a symphony of fire and sky. Final chorus, full steam, booming, pounding drums. Born in the steam, I breathe with the whistle's call. Higher in the future where the rails run tall. The brass gates won't buy me, the gears turn with rage. I steam through the shadows, I break the cage. And when the world turns cold and the pipes grow thin, I'll still run on passion and love on the spin. A steam engine with a soul, a rebel in a coat. I don't just move through time, I reshape, no. Fade out with distant boiler groans, a single steam whistle echoing into the fog. Steam pipes and silver hammers, a steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Cold iron gates creaking in the rain. Cogs turning slow, but the fire still reigns. Gears of the past, they whisper my name. In the hollows of clockwork, I rise to the flame. Every whistle's a warning, every pipe a vow. I forge my fate in the forge of the now. They built the rails to carry the dead, but I ride on steam with a heart of lead. Steam vents hiss like a siren's cry. Through the fog of the city, I ride on the sky. My coat stitched with rivets, my boots are made of coal. I've seen the gears turn and I've seen them fall. Push. I was born in the steam, I breathe the old flame, riding the pulse of the clockwork game. They tried to lock me in brass and steel, but I bleed through the cracks, I'm the engine so real. From the boiler room to the top of the spire, I forge forge my destiny, the whistle and why. No compass points true, no map shows the way. I follow the rhythm, the pulse of the day. It's two. I ride on a tram with a heart of thunder, pneumatic fists, the cities of the thunder. I trade secrets and ciphered pipes, and every signal sings a rebel's sigh. The clock tells crack, the gears are rusted, blurry wide the sky with a spark of trust. I don't need a crown, I'm the pulse in the line, a ghost in the gears, it's a steam-wrapped design. The chorus repeat with intensity. I was born in the steam, I breathe the old flame, riding the pulse of the clockwork game. They tried to lock me in brass and steel, but I bleed through the cracks, I'm the engine so real. From the boiler room to the top of the spire, I forge my destiny with a whistle and why. No compass points true, no map shows the way. I follow the rhythm, the pulse of the day. I'll go fading with steam, whistle and ticking clock steam. The city breathes, and I still move through the gears with a heart of fire and a soul of iron. Steam, steam, steam. Final whistle exits to silence like a forgotten. Whistle symphony, a steampunk anthem, 3 minutes. Gears grind in the dawn, pipes hum with old pride. Copper veins pulse beneath the rusted sky. Wheels turn on sorrow, cards whisper lies. I forge my fate in the heart of the mines. Cranked up the rhythm of forgotten days. Each valve a heartbeat, each whistle a blaze. They built me from scrap with coal and old fire. Now I run on rebellion, on steam and desire. Every creak of the frame is a verse I've known. Every puff of white smoke a promise I've thrown. From the back of the factory where shadows take root, I rise with a whisk, no need for a shout. I'm forged in the boiler, born of the soot. A steam-powered ghost with a soul made of route. They tried to cage me in iron and wire. Now I power the city in a pulse of pure fire. With pistons in my veins and a clockwork heart, I march through the fog, breaking every part. Midnight gears turn, the clockwork sings. I'm the engine of dreams, the pulse of the wings. No compass, no map, just a whistle to guide. I ride the rails of fate through the thunder and tide. Bridge spoken over ticking gears. To hear the whistle, the one from the east. It's not a warning, it's a call to the test. The valve is open, the steam is alive. The old world's cracking, no, the new one will rise. Final chorus, full band, steam hissing, brass crescendo. I'm forged in the boiler, born of the soot. A steam-powered ghost with a soul made of route. They tried to cage me in iron and wire. Now I power the city in a pulse of pure fire. With pistons in my veins and a clockwork heart, I march through the fog, breaking every part. And when the sky burns with copper and flame, I'll be the steam that keeps the world in the game. Final echo fade into silent cuff like a forgotten engine still running. Steam and steel. Dreams, a steampunk anthem. 3 minutes, cold brass creaking gears. The clockworks in the night, tense pistons pulse like hearts in a world built on light. Every valve a wound, every cog a vow. I forge my soul in the forge of the old and the now. They said the valves would fail, the pipes would burst, that steam could never carry a soul that was just. But I climbed the boiler through smoke and flame, with a pocket watch that ticks in the rhythm of time's name. Every whistle's a call, every whistle a song, from the back of the engine to the top of the wrong. Copper wires hum in the fog of the past, ride the rails of rebellion, no need to ask. A chorus, born in the smoke, I breathe with the steam. I ride the rails where the forgotten dream. No master gears can bind me, no clock can control. I turn the wheel, the world and the city blossom gold. Cards turn in silence, the world listens now. I'm not a man, I'm a mechanism that knows how to grow. With a lantern in hand and a piston in my chest, I rewrite the maps and the future is pressed. Bridge spoken over ticking gears. Did you see the steam rise from the dead engine's spine? That was me, not broken, just reassembled divine. The valves were cracked, the steam was thin, but I poured my heart into every spin. Final course, loud steams, whistle clang carts. Born in the smoke, I breathe with the steam. I ride the rails where the forgotten dream. No master gears can bind me, no clock can control. I turn the wheel, the world and the city blossom gold. The pipes sing my name, the sky hums with steam. I am the spark in the engine, the fire in the dream. So when the world turns cold and the gears grow dull, remember what's for the steam, and I will never fall. Final no single going whistle fades into the wind. Beneath the clockwork sky, where gears hum in the wind, I ride a boiler heart, forging the midnight grind. Copper veins pulse through the streets, each creak a warning call, while rusted titans march, which coalesce calls. The whistle blows at dawn, a sire of old steel. I climb the spire where the pistons feel. They built me from scrap, a piston in the mud. Now I power the world with a heart of flint and butt. Every cog sings of rebellion, every valve a vow. I've turned the engine of fate to symphony of power and vow. The brass gauntlets crack with truth, the ore stained coke glows. I'm not a man, I'm a machine with a soul that knows hook core. We built the world on steam and spike. Now we burn the rules with a whistle of light. From the smokestacks to the skywards, I turn the gears, the city's alive. No clock can tell my time, no map can show my way. I flow through the pipes like a river, a flame and gray. The steam escapes in fire, the valves scream in pain, but I hold the line. The city's in vain. They try to shut me down with iron and fear. Now every whistle I blow turns the night to a spear. Bridge spoken over a ticking engine. You thought the rails were strong, but I run on will. You thought the pipes were sealed, but I bleed in still. I was born in boiler room, where silence is the norm. Now I steam through the dark, and I am the storm. Fine. final chorus, full band, brass, clanging cops. We built the world on steam and spike. Now we burn the rules with a whistle of light. From the smokestacks to the skywards, I turn the gears, the city's alive. No clock can tell my time, no map can show my way. I flow through the pipes like a river, a flame and gray. And when the last valve shuts and the engines go cold, I'll still be at the echo, the pulse, the soul of the old. Fade out with the slopes. We stand with the dicks. Whistles cry in the fog of the night. Gears grind in my veins, I'm forged from the light. Copper pipes pulse with forgotten songs. Every valve I turn sings the storms unbroken. Iron hands grip the rails, they say I'm a ghost, but I ride the steam, I'm a fire in the frost. Clocks turn in silence, the clockwork grows loud. I'm the engine of change, no need for a crowd. The city breeze and pistons, gears hum like a prayer. I'm the spark in the boiler, the pulse in the air. Copper smoke curls like secrets I've kept. Every whistle I blow, it's a promise to the deep. The chorus. Born in the steam, I ride the old rails. Power in my veins, I don't need a trail. They build me on rust, they forge me in flame. Now I steam through the night, no more waiting, no shame. Pipes crackle with fury, the valves all agree. I'm not just a machine, I'm the soul of the wheel. From the found to the spot, I rise with the tide. Steam in my blood, I burn through the pride. The clockwork sky turns the gear shift in time. I'm the pulse beneath the city, the rhythm of rhyme. No compass, no map, just a whistle and